Okay.
So welcome. I'm Guthrie Sayen, and I'm here with Barti Bourgault. And together we have just launched the Institute for Healing and Awakening, um, which is now the host institution for coaching with spirit. And I first started offering coaching with spirit, I don't know exactly when, about 10 years ago, and we've had several host institutions. And we've decided to go out on our own. And we've also decided to expand the program. And our commitment is to helping healers and seekers, people like you, to heal and awakening. And our flagship program is Coaching with Spirit. And as the name indicates, we assume a relationship with something larger than ourselves. And we teach coaching methods that allow you to align with spirit. And we also begin each of our teaching days with a guided meditation. And I'm going to lead us in a very short meditation right now. It's called the gap practice because it creates a gap, but GAP is also an acronym that stands for Grounded Aware Presence. And of course, Grounded Aware Presence is the space you want to coach from. And so I invite you to find a comfortably alert meditation posture. Feeling both feet flat on the floor unless your legs are crossed. And feeling your weight coming down onto your seat. Letting your body come to rest. Letting your body settle at its own rate onto your sitting bones. Feeling yourself landing on your seat, on your base. And saying quietly to yourself, grounded. And now letting your attention come to your hearing and noticing any sounds, including the sound of my voice, in your environment, noticing sounds near and distant. Noticing that these sounds arise in a field of awareness, that your awareness actually extends beyond the sounds. And quietly saying to yourself, aware. And then if it's comfortable for you to do so, place the heel of your hand in the heel of your right hand on the center of your chest. Feeling your body, feeling your heart. And quietly saying to yourself internally, present. Grounded, aware, present. And at your own pace, releasing your hand and opening your eyes into a soft gaze. And joining our circle of learning and love.
So again, welcome everyone. Guthrie and I are happy that you're here and honored that you're interested in the Coaching the Spirit program. And we can speak to it a bit. I'm sure you've all been to the website and have done some research there. But we want this hour to be about answering any questions you might have about the program. So before I open it up to questions, I'd like to name just some of the goals that Guthrie and I have for the people for our students, for the participants, for the people who want to join the cohort. Oh, we got a few more people popping in.
I can admit them, Barti.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Therese. Hi, Tuche. So, one of the things that sets this coaching program apart is that one of the core competencies that we teach and have the cohort experience and learn how to access is this idea of finding your grounded, embodied presence. So we start each day with a meditation, but embedded into the entire program will be practices and experiences to help you gain greater access and more stability in accessing your own grounded embodied presence. And we feel like that's what really sets our coaches apart, is that you will learn how to coach from this seat, how to coach from your true nature, with your natural skills, with your own loving, kind wisdom. You'll learn how to be in loving, healing relationship with another person. So this is an ICF Level 1 coach training. You'll learn all the ICF core competencies, the skills, the tools that a proficient coach needs to know, how to stay within the parameters of coaching, and the core competencies, how and why they serve both the coach and the client. So the fundamental basics are there, but this extra layer of being able to be present and in healing relationship with another person is really the core that sets this program apart. You'll also learn 4 very distinct pathways or rivers to coach from. So depending on what the client's needs are, you'll have tools in your toolkit that you can reach for to help you know how to coach that person. You'll also have a lot of time to practice. So the other thing that we really are desiring is for you to be able to, by the end of the program, to have a very high level of confidence in what you know and what your skills are and what your natural talents are. And you'll also learn how to dance with the meta skills, finding the magic of silence, of how to resonate with another human being. So by the end of the program, you'll be trained how to be a coach, but you also will have had your own personal development experience. This is a really intimate community. There'll be a great deal of bonding. There's a few people that have been in some of our trainings before who might be able to attest to this, but there's something very special about what happens in the cohorts. So I don't know if that was helpful for you, or Guthrie, if there's anything that you'd like to add before we open it up to questions.
We spend the first 2 meetings, the first 2 3-day meetings. So we spend 6 days on self-care. So people don't hire coaches. They hire a being that they trust. And so Barti and I like to say this is both a workshop and a training. And the workshop part of this, of Coaching with Spirit, is actually about your personal transformation, because you are your greatest asset. And not only are we teaching you to coach from a core of calm, clarity, and confidence, we're also inviting you to step into that as a way of being in the world. So you could also say that this is a leadership training in that sense. So why don't we open this up to questions that you might have? What information do you need to make the best decision for you now about this course? So what we do is we teach some basic energy skills so that people can safely sit with another person and have that person begin to feel accepted in an unconditional way. In other words, at the center of everything we do is what Carl Rogers, one of the fathers of humanistic psychology, called unconditional positive regard. Or, if you will, love. Love is basically connection. And what we do is we make it safe for there to be connection. And we spend a lot of time noticing how to do that. And it's interesting, you can learn all the ICF competencies. You can learn IFS. And you can do all the steps perfectly and not be very effective. And what we're teaching is that ability to enter into that place of unconditional positive regard. It's a place of unself-conscious presence.
Mm.
And that's why the first two weekends, or the first 2-3 day meetings, the first 6 days on self-care are so important, because we're looking at how to be available physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. In a sense, this is the heart of the course.